Hey there, welcome to episode of PSN Trophy Talk. I'm Sam,
I'm Vic
and today we're talking about Jotun.
Jolton. This game is awesome. It's about you're a woman who is fighting gods of some sort. Oh yeah, spoiler stuff, spoiler, just in case. We're talking
Yeah,
about trophies, but inevitably, because we're talking about trophies, you may talk about the game. This game doesn't have a huge story, but still, just in case you care about it, spoiler.
yeah, it's kind of hard to keep things secret when this game is fundamentally just like a boss gauntlet.
Yeah, but it's awesome. But it's
Yeah,
awesome. So, trophy wise, because that's what you're here for. Trophy wise, game is very straightforward, but it's a challenging game because most of the trophies, if almost all of the trophies, revolve around bosses and things that you have to do against the bosses. There are only three trophies that pertain to the world itself. Um, One of those trophies, Sam is actually headed towards that direction right now,
yeah,
where you have to
there's
you
no
have to
run.
find every single shrine in the game. These that he's standing in front of is a shrine. It's basically what gives you your powers. So these
Yeah,
boxes underneath his health bar each have a different power, and you get them throughout the course of the game. So each area has a different shrine that you have to find and visit all of them, and you get a trophy. Same goes with this tree. This tree, you don't see it now because we've already collected them. But when you first see this tree, there's an apple on it, and that apple basically extends your health bar. There's one in every section. Collect every single one, and that's another trophy.
and as you can see, you don't have to worry about missing out on any of these things, as you can go to the levels back again and grab them, and you don't have to escape on your own. You can just say, "Take me back to the hub world," and you bam, you're here again.
Right. Then the third trophy that has to do with just collecting is you have to visit in every area, you have to visit every area. So basically, you have to find these interactive objects, which Sam is hovering over right now. The taller symbol is the shrine. These circle symbols are different. Sometimes they're the tree, sometimes they're just something random. They're always different. But you have to find that spot. When you do, whatever's happening there, you have to wait until it finishes, and then you can walk away. I found that out the hard way. I found the spot, walked away from it because I didn't care, and it didn't fill in the blank. So once you fill in this entire map, it'll complete the objective and get you the trophy.
Do, 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 do. Okay.
Then that's everything for the miscellaneous world trophies, right? Then you got everything else is boss trophies. Every single trophy in this game is boss trophies. For the most part, they're all pretty simple. Where it gets tough is after you beat the game, you unlock a mode called Valhalla mode. And it's just harder. It's straight boss fights. You pick a boss, kind of like Mega Man in a way.
Yep.
You pick a boss, you fight the boss, you beat the boss, but they are different in some way. Um, the boss that Sam's about to fight right now, I think she says his name actually. She's gonna shut up. That happens unless you
Uh,
said it already.
yeah, well, she was talking when I walked under the refill. That's a good thing too. Every boss, you get fully replenished health and all your powers. So the game's fair, at least on that point.
All right. This boss, I believe, is I can't pronounce it for the life of me, but it's Quanin, Quanin, the fire boss, the fire Jolton,
Yeah.
and
Ah.
so each trophy is as follows. There's one for just beating the boss. There's one for beating the boss under a specific amount of time. There's one for beating the boss without using any of your god powers, just fighting it straight up. There's one for beating the boss without getting hit, and there's one for beating the boss. There's one for doing a boss specific thing.
Oh, damn
Those
it.
are your 5 trophies. They do not have to be done in one shot. Thankfully, you do not have to do every single trophy. The not get hit trophy, the god trophy, the time specific trophy, and the level specific trophy in one shot. You don't have to do it. So if you want to do the time trophy first, you can use your god powers. You can do everything. If you want to do the not get hit trophy first, use your god powers. Try not to get hit, etc., etc., etc. Level specific trophies. For example, in this level, you have to actually beat the boss, having only 10% or less of your health. After you have 10% or less, you beat the boss, and the trophy should pop after you defeat him. But everybody's different. There's a frost boss where you can only defeat him with these icicles that appear on the level. There's an forest boss, the Jotun, that you can't destroy her vines, and so on and so forth. And
I'm
so
an
on.
idiot. I'm sucking right now.
But again, very straightforward. So beat the boss without getting hit, beat the boss without god powers, beat the boss under a specific amount of time, and beat the boss, do the level specific thing in the boss. Don't have to do them, again, I repeat, you do not have to do them all at the same time. You can do one by one by one by one by one. I suggest personally to do all that stuff, the level specific ones, during your regular run, because once you do that, you don't have to do it in Valhalla mode. Now, what I did personally, just to get used to it, and because these are easier, is I played normally, and I did all those trophies, all those things on my first playthrough, because there's a separate trophy in Valhalla for doing the same exact thing. Basically, beating the boss without getting hit, without using any god powers. In Valhalla, there is not a trophy for beating the boss under a specific amount of time, and if you already did the level specific thing, you don't have to do it again. You're just focusing on those 3 things.
There we go. Sheesh.
I know I've been talking a lot, so if you want to add anything, Sam, please feel free.
I mean, I can't really think of much. I mean, there's not much to the game itself. Like, you pretty much explained everything. It's, as you said, it's pretty straightforward. And what was your experience with the Valhalla and not like getting hit and killed?
Oh man, Valhalla is so much more difficult because, again, things change about the boss. For example, the boss he's fighting right now summons minions, as you can see, and any one of these things hits you, and you're going for the don't get hit, you got to start over. They take significantly less health when you hit them, a lot less. This boss, again, specifically summons more minions that are what are on the field right now, and that's just a straight up pain, obviously.
Yeah. And in the Valhalla, you said you gotta do it without powers, right?
I mean, yeah, you have to do it without powers, but
Yeah.
again, you don't have to do it at the same time. So the without powers run on Valhalla is far harder than the no god powers in regular.
Yeah.
Only because they take more damage
Yeah.
and dish out more damage.
As you can
So
see,
even if you're not going for the god powers, you can just get killed so quickly.
yeah, and as you can see, the god powers help a lot when you're trying to dish out death pretty fast.
They do, man, and
Let me try
But
this
that's the
again.
thing. When you play in Valhalla, they help tremendously, but not as much as they help on regular mode.
Mm.
It's quite frustrating indeed. Um, very doable, very doable. It just takes a lot of trial and error. I personally fought this fire boss quite a number of times before finally doing everything I had to do.
Quick question. When it comes to the no dive, no hit, don't die, whatever Valhalla run, is there a way you can like cheat the system? Like, say if you get hit, can you like go back and like, oh, you have to do the whole game over again?
No, no, each boss is separate and it saves immediately after each boss.
Mm.
So after you beat a boss, or if you get hit and you just want to restart, you just hit there's a restart button. I think if you paused it right now, it would show it. It
Oh,
just says
okay.
restart. And once you hit restart, it starts you at the beginning of the fight.
Oh, okay.
Or right before the beginning of the fight where you have to walk
Oh, you
to
bitch.
the villain, to the Jolton.
Yeah. Damn Jotuns.
Why I'm not saying Jolton more often, I don't know.
Yeah. Stupid fire. Yeah.
But again, it's very doable, very much trial and error.
Yep.
If you're doing this for an easy plat, so to speak, this is not an easy plat.
I can tell, man. Freaking, I could only imagine how annoying this could be on the harder difficulties.
If you want a challenge, this is a pretty good challenge. It's not the hardest game out there, but it's pretty tough. If you don't care about the trophies, which is weird that you're here and you don't care about the trophies, but
Yeah.
if you don't care about the trophies, the game overall is still a fun game. It's
Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it.
Yeah. So
Oh,
if
son of a
you didn't, I think
bitch.
we got this free on PSN Plus, if I'm not mistaken.
Nah, I bought it.
Oh yeah, you did purchase this. So
Mm.
it's great. It's a great game. If you want to play it, buy it. If you don't, if you just are
No.
getting it for easy trophies, it's gonna be hard. It's
Yeah.
not gonna be a simple task. But that's really all the trophies.
Oh, fuck.
After you do all those things, you'll get your plat and
Die, man.
get to show it off to the rest of the world.
Shit. Yeah, it's like I did it. Please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me. Yo, did you get caught by that the first time?
I did not.
Neither did I. 'Cause I saw it coming. All the bosses I faced in my childhood that stood there and then it's like about to do something like this is gonna blow up and try to kill me. Yeah, it's an awesome game. Definitely worth it. It's worth your time. You could beat it pretty fast too. If you don't really care. I personally beat it just in a single sitting, in a few hours. So it's definitely worth the time.
And that's everything. Unless Sam, you have anything to add? That's really we went through the whole list. You know, the miscellaneous, the collectibles, finding everything, the bosses, and going through the tasks that you have to do for the bosses.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So that has been PSN Trophy Talk. I'm Sam.
I'm Vic.
And go get them trophies.